What do you think Augustus would say if he knew that his story had touched people all around the world, both in a book and now as a film?
Well, that's actually a really interesting question, I think, because Augustus is obsessed with being remembered, and all he wants to do is, be remembered and leave his mark in the world. However, at the end of the story, he learns that it's not that important, and that he's okay with just being loved deeply and not widely. So hopefully Augustus wouldn't give in to the pressure and would be like, you know what, this is nice, but I am more grateful for Hazel than all this attention for my story.
So it's obviously done amazingly well in the US. We expect it to do well over here as well. But some of the money they made in the US is from you and Shailene going to see it yourselves, incognito. That's it. How was it watching yourself on the screen and in such a big audience as well?
It was great, because you sense, seeing this movie with an audience, the crying is very present, and that is pretty amazing, because the other 3 times I'd seen it alone, or just with one other person or a few other people. So this, you could really hear the crying and the laughter and the screaming when we came on screen, and it was just amazing. The energy, it's fun to watch. Theater, it's like, theater with an audience, obviously, but even movies is it's a form of theater, and you should watch it with an audience.
Yeah, definitely. So what was the most challenging scene? Firstly to film, and then also to watch back as well in an audience. Maybe the car scene?
I definitely cried a bunch while I watched that. But I think that the toughest things were just like the long back and forth scenes with me and Shailene, because it was more that I was just judging myself acting so much that I couldn't, it took the first couple watches of the film to get over the fact that, okay, that's me acting, I understand, I just stopped judging myself and just watched the movie from a third person perspective. And the third and fourth time I was able to do that, so that was great.
Yeah, just finally then, why do you think this story is connected with people so much, and why do you think it's such an important story to tell?
Maybe I don't want to.
Well, yeah, I think it's a big question, but there's a lot of reasons. I think one reason that young people connect to it so much is because it's a young person's story that doesn't undermine young people, and it says that yes, even though you're young, you can still live. Even though you're young, you can still do things that are meaningful, and even if you die young, you can still live a meaningful life. Also, for sick people, even if you're sick, you can still live a meaningful life. And if you die early of cancer, your life is not any less meaningful than anyone else's. I think that's an important message to put out there, because a lot of the times Hollywood makes movies that are about healthy people learning lessons from sick people. For a change, this is a story about 2 sick people, and yeah, that's good.